I like the veto though. I like what we've gotten out of this one. I think it could lead to a pretty competitive series. Oh, and already a hot start out of m0NESY. I like what I'm seeing there. He swings himself out in the middle. It's day one of the group, so let's get into this, shall we? And Heroic. Ooh. We had some choice words out of Nertz before this. He said, maybe I'm delusional, but I think we can play in the spot X. So let's see if they'll realize that delusion now.
If Heroic can get good positions established, this could be a round worth talking about. That bomb is a little wider than default, so maybe sjuush can play from the heaven, but NiKo taps him out of the round. 2 players left, and really call it 1, because the health is diminished. It's almost gone. NiKo gets every single kill, and it's going to be a round for G2 to start the series.
Right now they've heard the scout, they've heard some pistols, but now they learn about the AK, and Nertz isn't able to get that opener. Hunter's taking great real estate down here towards short. That's freed up an extra player to go and help on the top site. Nertz now moving in. Oh, Kyxsan.
Oh,
hello. He's touching NiKo. He's giving him a back rub, but it's just the Glock. And shot in the back. That's the end of the line for this A play. TeSeS bomb plant denied. G2 respond to that one well, considering just how in their face Heroic were. The hero AK gets nothing done. Ahead of it. Now I really wondered, does he try and do much with this, right? Knowing he's ahead of the timing, he's going to turn back around for now. NiKo will deal with him. Cleanly done on the MP9. And so an early advantage for G2 secured from NiKo. Good flashes to find Hunter over on the short side. Now this B site's about to get pressured. Bomb waiting on Kyxsan's back outside of Monster. Oh dear, nicoodoz has just given G2 a big helping hand. He's smoked off short. A double agent.
They're going to have to go out Monster now. Flash is good. HooXi swing is very delayed though, and Nertz will just get the blind spray. It's so blind for everyone. nicoodoz even comes through the smoke, but that won't stop him. Another entry for to nexa, who finds 0 kills on this B hold, and it's too hot to handle for NiKo from heaven.
Oh, will it be goodbyes, or will it be hello from the m0NESY AWP? It's instead nexa to kickstart this round. Through the lip of that smoke, he just spams them out as Kyxsan's trying to go up tempo through Monster. And so this is going to trigger a bit of a slowdown from Heroic. Gives some time for TeSeS to try work the extremities. Oh yeah, NiKo all the way up through middle. So he's kind of allowing for this heavier lean down towards B with this position.
G2 will have heavy numbers at B, so they're hoping a flank comes in early before they commit to their execute. m0NESY will stop Nertz in his tracks though, and now Heroic. A man down with nothing on the flank yet.
Good idea, but NiKo,
what a reset.
Gets a read on it.
Yeah, this is a great read on this situation from NiKo. Oh, they see him. Element of surprise gone on the flank. That could have been everything for NiKo, but he at least confirms that this A play is coming through. Rotate's moving up for G2, but Heroic are going to beat them to the punch. Already up close in the bank. Hunter is here, but he's very low. It's going to be m0NESY chiming in on that AWP. Good for the double. And one more man still to chase down. Those couple of kills with the MAC-10, gifting him the promise of this AWP. And it might just be the difference maker here for G2. They'll finish this one strong with m0NESY and nexa rising to the occasion to lock in that lead for the G2 squad.
Divider, you know, maybe mauling banana. I think they might come back and retake water.
Oh, NiKo's trapped. They're above, they're below, they're everywhere, and he can't land a shot. Blinded out middle. Heroic, a huge opening kill, forcing a rotation back towards that A site. Will that tempt them into lower? They know HooXi's on the move. Fighting out in the open. They know what to expect, but they've only got 1 flash. It has to be perfect. m0NESY peeks in, fully blind, and that will give Heroic space with 20 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, the 1 flash having gone out though, and you're not going to wipe him off of these sidelines anymore. m0NESY open season. He's good for the double kill. Ooh, missing on the 3rd. They're getting closer, and Kyxsan will eventually find him. m0NESY did all he can in that round to turn the tide, but now it's on the rest of G2 to try and pick this up in the retake. They'll go fast through the bank. Good trade out of Hunter. nicoodoz left up in this one all alone. Sat right on top of the bomb like a mother hen right now. Here he is trying to knock out these predators moving up through the dumpster. They will get the trade, and it's some fancy trade work from Hunter to kind of facilitate.
Connector quickly want to take that control.
Speaking of quickly, yeah, man. NiKo all the way up through mid and all the way down the slide. HooXi at least going to keep this even in the 4-on-4, and him and m0NESY kind of slink back in towards the A-bomb site after leveling the playing field here. But Heroic aware that that one kill early likely going to stretch the defense just a little thinner, hone in their sights on the B site. Nexa needs to deliver. He has support from Hunter. Oh, goes for the trade, and that leaves him open. And nicoodoz over at short. G2 a man down.
Nade would win you the round there. Could have blown up TeSeS on the plant. Instead, he'll come swinging solo. There's a trade, it's late, and m0NESY's not ready for the close player.
Nico, the best they can do is tie it at 6-6. Or
not a bad start. Not a bad start.
m0NESY's on the server.
He is not missing right now. 14-4. They come running through Monster, but this is not clean for nicoodoz, and he actually needed to stop them picking up that gun. That's one of the ways this could go wrong. It could get worse. He's getting rushed right now. The spam comes through, chipping away. Wood chipper. nicoodoz, he's just hoping, praying, and the help is here, but they'll just keep spamming him. What's he going to expect?
This is the bomb.
Yeah, he puts the rifle to death, and Kyxsan has to run away with the package.
This is stressful. Kyxsan went back to try and help. His teammate there trapped in the corner. nicoodoz fed to the wolves eventually. At least he will get away with that bomb in tow. sjuush has cracked open the A site in the meantime, and right now G2 very spread out all across the map. These rotates ain't going to take time. HooXi's just been holding W the entire round, it feels like, all the way up behind them. And maybe here a little faster than they're ready for. I mean, Heroic know they don't really have a whole lot of control. That's why you see them trying to push their way in through bank. Look to take something over towards CT. G2 largely all coming in on this flank.
Oh, they go hunting. That's a great chase.
And even though you've got these two AKs, a lot of time has ticked off this bomb already. Heroic now set up in a post plant. There should not be a way back in. Smoke goes out. That's certainly going to add a little more pressure here, but Heroic aren't feeling worried yet. Tap on the bomb, even kills on the spam, and nexa is going to get out with the AK at least.
But he's got a lurk smoke to play with this time.
Oh, good flash. nexa swinging on out, does deal with the man that's already up and through these smokes.
Smoke, and NiKo's been set up perfectly, but he doesn't get the kill. Teammate baited for him and everything. Good check from TeSeS, and sjuush knows he's got m0NESY trapped on the long side. No guarantee with this kill. m0NESY flashes and peeks, and he obliterates the entry.
It just makes your skin crawl, doesn't it, how good he is. They're not up into the site yet. That pressure isn't on just yet, and so m0NESY playing right on the edge of this smoke. HooXi takes the contact. m0NESY fires off a shot, but won't commit to the push. G2, a man up. Bomb still not planted for Heroic, and the pressure is on. They're pinned in at the truck. These two players from G2 keeping the pressure applied on the back lines, and it's m0NESY's AWP every step of the way on this CT side that's been able to deliver. The dependable piece leaves it all on TeSeS. 1v3.
What?
And m0NESY never even sees him, man. What's going on with this guy? This is absolutely wild. Another 3K from m0NESY, and that's how G2 tie up the half.
And oh, HooXi, knife out. It's always scary. He's going to get heard and dispatched off by Nertz. The rest of the team are further than Nertz is ready for, and because of that kill, he might not flank, but this jump spot is everything. nicoodoz gets the info, and now Nertz can start to activate.
Yeah, another backstab from Nertz. Found a lot of success from it in the pistol. That's a nice, easy kill from nicoodoz onto Nico.
Oh, they heard that.
And now Nertz arrives in the back line, but flushed out by m0NESY, who finding a lot of success still. 2 kills from him on his AK, so that's something dependable for G2 at least. That's what they need right now if they want to keep this round competitive. Hunter is in a really nice spot here. The fact that he hasn't tried to make some crazy play, he's just kind of biding his time. The longer he goes unchecked here, the more damage he could do, but he's just lobbed out some util. That should give it away. A kill from Nexa, but he's caught crossing onto the van. Left all onto TeSeS now. Another one of these backstabs that Heroic are relying upon. m0NESY, the one responsible for planting, will get spammed out. And with so little time left, Hunter's got to go for the kill or the plant. He can't do both, and well, he will try to plug in those digits. He gets away with it. And so now we get into some real awkwardness, but it's TeSeS with the flick back around to send Hunter packing.
I don't know what G2... dedicated to Monster, just barrels jump spot. So Hunter's going to contact in. He might be able to catch someone off guard here. Look at those CTs moving out of the bomb site, and Hunter has got very far in, but the turn timing could be worse. And the players peek off the back of that contact. 4-on-3 in an instant. That's a good flash, and HooXi makes it work. He's even got an upgrade here in the pit.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a slowdown. Once they get this bomb planted, the pressure's no longer on. They can just look to get set up and play around it. Heroic have to go slow. It's a G2, a moment of composure here. And amidst a pretty chaotic round, HooXi still trying to get involved, but ends up giving away this advantage. Left on an island after the plant. m0NESY silence now as well. It's all eyes on NiKo. But a far cry from the numbers you would need for this guy. Doesn't give you faith in the 1-on-3. He's going to try and play around for the swing, but no.
Even in the end, m0NESY and NiKo could still play together. No need to take that fight immediately. But yeah, now a change of pace from Heroic. Kyxsan with an aggressive play.
Yeah, he does not care, does he? And hearing the steps coming back, this might be a freebie. Oh, the turn! What's he looking at?
I swear, half of this game's down to just been like people suddenly looking away from the intended target.
You have it. Great volley for m0NESY.
m0NESY and HooXi.
I was going to say as well, this is the third buy in a row for G2, and it was mostly Galil's. They were making it work.
Hang on a second.
They were. They no longer are.
Pump the brakes, guys.
At 3-on-2, they have to go back for the bomb, and that allows Heroic time to adjust.
Watch G2 lose this. But I think, but HooXi saw both players. He heard the M4 and the AK.
Oh, Nertz, they're up close. And he's been Mr. 3K, but now getting silenced. It's m0NESY's time to shine.
Finally.
And m0NESY is shining now. Just TeSeS over at Dumpster, and m0NESY's going to put a stop to this for sure with the round he's having. Oh, hang on a second.
He's a smoke, so he won't look away.
I don't want to look away. You know, you look away from your screens. They can't look away from theirs.
Pick a plant.
Oh, yes, nice.
Might have heard that, or surely heard that. So they've got the info. Stop being paranoid.
There you go. It's fine. Now, HooXi, he is being held here, and he'll start running. Nertz overwhelms him. Now that double setup over at long gets dismantled, and G2 are going to start moving out through the B site. Smoke in heaven nullifies this scout, but sjuush is 5-7. Hello, that's m0NESY and nexa both dead. This could be a flawless 4-spy round out of Heroic. They could take this one all the way to the bank. This might be that back-breaking round. G2 snuffed out with not even a kill.
With a 3K, little pop, they get spotted before. TeSeS does get blinded by that flash though. However, HooXi fell back. He'll self-flash himself in, and NiKo helps as well through the smoke. So that's another opening kill for G2 and a must-win round.
Which is great, because when you see the op, you're thinking that might dissuade you from going to that side, and 3 rifles on the other side, but feels like G2 wants to end A no matter what.
Awkward timing for nicoodoz as he backs up. They're right there.
Yeah, they're way closer than he's ready for. Knife pulled as he gets back behind the dice box.
See ya.
Gets there, but doesn't survive for long. The m0NESY AWP just bearing down upon him, and you're dead on. That stack down towards B comes through for Heroic.
It's not a bad time to save. I mean, if you look at the money on nicoodoz and TeSeS.
The rest of G2 fanning out. Going to deny any control over here towards short for now, but this boost is in play for Kyxsan, and he needs the smoke, but NiKo's going to win that. That's now his 3rd opener in a row. NiKo cracking rounds open, but now they've got to follow through.
Look at the reaction, immediate speed up towards A. They know the op is on B. Well, maybe not the speed up now. Hunter doesn't know where the rifle is.
Oh, no, so just turned. He's checking long. That's awkward as hell. It's no AWP here in the site, though. Hunter's taking full advantage.
They're going to nade the smoke, look to peek through it. TeSeS in at the truck, and he's got a mammoth task on his shoulders. Flash goes in over the top. Team Flash even hits him. He's left fighting for his life, and he can't withstand this hit for long. One man versus the full brunt of G2. And so it's looking like another G2 round. Hunter even comes in with the backstab, and it's just nicoodoz left saving this AW.
And nexa's passive enough that he won't even be able to kill them instantly. They should have a guaranteed trade
also
here.
React to this.
All the time in the turn, they line up. nexa 1-for-1. It could have gone worse. They try and pop in B, and HooXi gets caught by Kyxsan. Even m0NESY's missed shot on A. It's gone from bad to...
Should be able to play this one together. to try and withstand the might of G2. Util starts to rein in now, but Kyxsan not made too uncomfortable from it. Gets away with a 1-for-1. It's left to Hunter and m0NESY. They still don't even know about this player at Monster. TeSeS never even spotted, never even needed. As Heroic run away with a 12th. Hunter's left combat saving that one. Oh no! Just shy of them, and even the kill.
So now he has the big green as well.
m0NESY combat AWPing up through short.
That's one way to root. And NiKo also finds an opener. G2 will not go down without a fight.
This is nice for G2. Good return back into it. Nice way to try and... Oh, I like this. They're going to go prod with NiKo over towards A. Just give it a little look in. See if he can draw any players around the map. sjuush left alone down on the B side. That smoke goes out, so he will slow down the short creep for now. 35 seconds. Kyxsan now moves in to join him. G2 don't have the time to go back. They will be running into this double stack. The combat boost coming in. sjuush going up, but not looking at Con. Not looking at Con. NiKo's not checking the boost. This is weird. Right now they know that if G2 are here, they're already up through the short side. sjuush has to keep his wits about him. So many bodies, and really aware that Heroic have all this forward info over at B. That's freed up a third player to come and support this top side. They flash Nertz in at long. He tries to get involved early, and m0NESY gets the better of him. Bear in mind, it was them two skirmishing right at the start of the round. m0NESY was the one that got away, and he goes on to punish Nertz just a little bit later. Now the execs coming through, the util flooding on in. HooXi leads the charge. It's NiKo to pick up the next double. The top site cracked wide open, and that's more like it.
HooXi's been shooting today, man. Say what you want. He has been getting
moves to get TeSeS in over the Molotov, but it is still being considered. nexa waiting outside of Monster. HooXi walking in, but hang on. That's a lineup. That's nearly the double. m0NESY will facilitate with a trade. Brought down really low, but they just can't seem to finish the job versus m0NESY.
Can he escape, right? Are there players close enough to trade? Because he'll want to get back towards A. That might not be allowed here. Repause. Molly down, nicoodoz looks for the kill. That nade almost finishes m0NESY's life, and even with the shadow, m0NESY finds that kill further from the angle. Tucked behind the smoke is Nertz. He kind of has to be heroic, literally himself. One man in the site comes through the smoke, does drop the first, but the bomb crouch sprays its way to a win. G2, bomb plot, but with low players, Heroic could consider this. They need to consider this. It's going into last round of the half, and they can buy. There is no excuse. There should be no save.
In spite of a very impressive run through the play-in stage, they felt like they had this game in the palm of their hands. But it might just get away in OT. Nicoodoz trying to be the hero, and he will stand tall. Good for the double kill. NiKo on the receiving end of one of those for a change. He tries to reroute out, and he's got Nertz backing him up every step of the way. This tag team of Nertz and Nicoodoz has locked G2 out of middle. Will one round on this CT side be enough for Heroic? First, they've got to get it. nexa attempting to walk out through short. Just the one kill, actually. And now it's m0NESY 1v4. And don't get me wrong, he's not Mr. Beat all damn day. But he should never be able to get away with this one. Coming through Monster, the trade will be there immediately. Surely smooth to try and make it happen. But there's Kyxsan swinging it wide.
Gives them a chance here.
It was 6-6 in regulation. Nertz is going through the smoke again. They don't have the flash this time. They're caught out by one. Kyxsan finds him blind. It's again the m0NESY trade. The orb starts B, and thank goodness it does. But that will elevate the pace towards A as Heroic come back up connector.
And we saw this happen to G2, right? The Opera is on B. How are you going to respond? Heroic slows it down a little bit.
Boost on boost.
Wait, they're boosting. But m0NESY's up there just a little faster. And dude, you just can't explain the impact that m0NESY's had in this game. Whether it's openers, trades, or clutches, he's had everything come up in his favor, it feels like. AWP or rifle, whatever you give him, he is giving G2 all the results right now.
Still decent utility on Heroic. And NiKo is re-clearing now bathroom, so m0NESY might be there in time.
Yeah, the reclear from NiKo might be big. It just gives m0NESY that extra few seconds. Hunter at least good for the trade here. And so G2 get to head into this retake a man up. m0NESY, not a man, more of a god right now. A third kill in the round from this AWP. And that leaves it on Kyxsan. Big brain on his shoulders, but a lot to do here, and caught looking away at the wrong time. It's all m0NESY. Nice one, Ilya, as G2 would say. It's 15 on the board. They move on to map point. You can feel the game right now. There's no denying it. NiKo teed up over in middle. Will get out with the double. And so he's done exactly what he had to do in this round. A 4v3 immediately provided on the back of that flash play in mid. And if you try to go B, if you try to go B, you'll go running into the big man upstairs. It's m0NESY with this AWP. Of course he doesn't miss Nertz. And this one is looking done. 1 overtime, all it takes for G2.
They could flash peek this, they can swing this together. At worst, they will trade. He walks into his inevitable demise. And G2, they wait. And then they strike. 16-13. The reigning champs of IEM Katowice are back. It's only nexa alone in this smoke. He's got the Julies. They're pretty good.
Here we are, nexa. Oh no. None and done, as that's the end of the line for him.
Oh, I like
nice
that.
Flash play through camera, but HooXi actually blinded himself in the process.
Sick.
So this one's not gotten off to a rip-roaring start for the G2 squad. 3v5, and the backstab looking to get dealt with. NiKo suddenly emerges, and m0NESY dropped out. It's got to be all NiKo here to open up the pistol for G2. Dropping down into the site, he taps the bomb, hoping this baits a peek. He was relatively quiet back on overpass, but trying to start this one strong. Here, right, it's because you lost mid for a good while there and you didn't have any eyes on it. They could even be in CT, so there's a lot that G2 are having to worry about here. HooXi and Hunter both rise to the occasion, though, with a killer piece on this B hold. And things are looking good for G2. Bomb plant will come in. Another kill from Hunter through the smoke. So this one looking nice and clean thus far. They've got TeSeS and nicoodoz left to get through. They learn about TeSeS over in the connector. nicoodoz is still a big question mark, but he is all that stands between G2 and this round. They'll deal with him cleanly. And so G2 pull up with the rifles and they get their first on the board right away.
Rugs as they go for a push together. Oh, he's just dropping it below in the little right-hand corner. It's going to force a repause. Flash is good, but nicoodoz comes in with the saving double. Massive entries. They know a third man's here. There was util coming through, and m0NESY waits back in heaven.
One kill for m0NESY. Accidental jump, but he controls it. Tony Hawk in the building, man. Little kick flip there as he brings it back into a 3-on-3. The backstab is in from TeSeS as mid is left unchecked, and now Heroic can slow it down. m0NESY hungry for even more. He's left up in this clutch. 3 kills to his name in a 1v2. This has got to be the ace clutch from m0NESY if he wants to keep this round safely in the G2 bank.
Wouldn't be his first on Anubis.
Smoke out over towards Temple. Heroic move in, the site conceded. m0NESY gonna try and play through this. He teed this up for himself, gave himself options if he had to retake this B site, but nicoodoz just a little smart, a little faster.
Or just end around on A.
Well, m0NESY is here with this. Ooh, missed shot, uncharacteristically so, misses again, and then burns alive in the molly on the site. sjuush, double opener secured, and on the back of that, the round might just be unraveled for G2. This save call should look to come in.
This just in. m0NESY is human.
G2 throwing deep stairs smoke to signal they're going to take A control. They won't. They actually just have the AWP sitting back, and m0NESY will connect his. Plucks nexa from the, or Nertz from the ranks rather. Nexa is still supporting on the A side. And Heroic, whatever they wanted to do, they've got to bail. TeSeS once again, deep middle control for Heroic.
The paranoia has really crept in for G2, and even though NiKo is going to have a real hot on their heels flank here, it all kind of hinges on nexa being able to do something. He gets out with a 1-for-1, and m0NESY now arrives from middle. They learn about NiKo in the backlines for Kyxsan. This one is too far gone. 1v4 required. He's going to try creep up onto m0NESY, but the trade is immediate out of Hunter in middle. So G2 do a great job of kind of wrangling. Nexa, I hope you've got something up your sleeve. You're going to need it. They are flooding in through main, and Nexa sends them packing. Multi-kill to open, traded after the fact. But there's more players here now. NiKo supplements this hold over towards the A site. Honestly dead.
Brutal.
Lovely openers out of TeSeS. He's cracked that A site wide open. Goes for even more, and will get knocked out of the round. But they know where Hunter is now. They've got all the info. Heroic can move quickly here. And even though Hunter is just as fast in his decision to rotate over, he's not going to beat that first man in. nicoodoz already in the site, but the kill is given away. Hunter is in with a chance. Smoke down for now. He's going to start creeping through it, and Nertz peeks out in the open, or plants rather. That's nice and easy for Hunter. The red carpet rolled out in that 1v2.
Keeps pushing the pace.
Oh, I like the pace change. Aggressive into dark immediately, and I don't think G2 are ready for this. They push themselves, but m0NESY provides the much-needed cover. TeSeS is through this smoke here. This is getting scary as Nertz fires back, but luckily enough, with m0NESY finding 2 kills down below, G2 can chill.
You know, 3 kills. If you die, you may want to make sure that it's traded, like in this case.
Up top of the board for Heroic. Well, letting him get this bomb down, BG2's undoing. Not
some aggressive executes from this team. Uh-oh.
Oh, they're going to walk that. NiKo, you thought that would be something for him there. They even lined up in the smoke. Nexa, again, will get tested here. They're coming in through main as well on a timing, but Nexa controls the spray for 2. Meanwhile, in mid, Nertz finds success. This one left even, but right now G2 are trapped behind this smoke in Temple. They go right through it. Another smoke in their way. This has sucked a lot of the pace out of the round for G2. They need the smoke, gives them an open veil to know that no one was close, but Nertz is still floating around here at the stairs. Been a nuisance that these players trying to rotate in on the retake, but a good flash. m0NESY nails that shot. It's all eyes on sjuush, and m0NESY trading out to the AK, puts up another multi-kill.
Kyxsan baits for him. They're about to explode. The nades go over. It's all util in middle, though. So no one will shuffle. In fact, Heroic even move further forward inside of A. sjuush knows it's coming. He hits the jumps. They both jump. Bit of a disaster. You only want your first player doing that. And look how it hurts G2. They get folded up like clothes in luggage.
HooXi not ready to pack his bags yet. Still wants to give this 1v4 a go. 1 kill for the man. But he is getting flanked and 2 players lie ahead of him. HooXi is suddenly alive. One bullet and it just falls short. But hell, he's taken it this far from the 1v4. He's going to start moving out of there. Running around with the bomb on his back. He is ahead of nicoodoz in the rotate.
Oh my goodness.
2 ex-teammates head-to-head.
HooXi with the plant. nicoodoz slow on the approach, topping the charts for Heroic. And HooXi, it's an awkward first fight. He can't complete it.
But the Galil entries, and we know m0NESY can do it with whatever he's got.
Hunter in behind him, sjuush. Dead immediately, and the A side's crumbled.
Pack it up, pack it up. To save, let's get out of here. It's over.
That's what it's looking like.
I love this.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. sjuush.
He's ready this time.
He's learned from his mistakes last time. He's here ready to fight, but not able to overwhelm them. Kyxsan tries to support, and try really is the operative word there. Spammed out by Hunter as he continues this reign of terror in towards the A site. G2, they find success twice in a row on the back of these fast A plays.
You can see him from the window. He's going to burn in the molly. TeSeS avoiding disaster right now.
Oh, sjuush is like super deep. He's gone all the way through, and he's now flanking them with the USP.
Not bad. This might be a free
I have no idea.
kill.
Next comes back around and puts a stop to sjuush in the backline, but this is still a good start for Heroic in spite of that, right? They've dealt with the mid-push cleanly. Walking in together, that bomb just a little bit later on the back of m0NESY. TeSeS up close in middle. It's some damage, but it's not the killing blow. And so G2 at least get the mid control they were looking for. They've cut off the info here as well. And it's not like TeSeS really got to see everyone there. It's not like he saw the whole picture.
creep up B. Looks like it that they won't use any nades, so they don't give away their intentions.
The crossfire is really nasty, and nicoodoz has been the hero of Heroic in this series. Kyxsan just to draw them in, and he's eviscerated. nicoodoz, some team damage, they line up. He finds 2 kills, and now it's m0NESY versus Nertz. Quick drop down below. m0NESY needs a reposition inside of the smoke. He looks away. And Nertz gets ever closer to the round. Heroic find it with only 2 M4s.
4 kills between the two of them. And so now they're going to come back, try to take some of this A space. m0NESY using the AWP like it's a MAC-10, just runs up through main. NiKo and HooXi in the meantime find their successes in mid. And wouldn't you know it, HooXi's called another blinder with the return to the A play.
That's my in-game leader.
Now slinks back into the position once that pillar molly fades. Nertz up close down in con is able to deal with HooXi. It's going to fall to m0NESY next. Missed shot from that AWP, and now that Heroic know it's holding this line, they don't have to fight him.
Trying to get him out. Good Molotov. And with the left side smoke fading soon, he's got to be careful.
Because he's going to go for the clear here with
sjuush,
and they find nexa.
Down towards A main, TeSeS deep on this angle. Well, m0NESY check for this. I think he's seen him, but just a second too late to save Hunter's life. TeSeS goes 1 for 1 and gets the info that 2 players were crossing A. NiKo trying to act on the fly here, starts to flank through Temple, but time is of the essence for G2. NiKo can't really be the one to play first here, and with the double setup in at the back of the site, you're going to be real hard-pressed to win this one. NiKo storming his way through CT, taps out the first man, he's seen the barrel, and he's going to follow up with another. NiKo, fast as lightning on that flank through the spawn, and he's cracked this one open for G2, giving them a chance where there was nothing before. This one looked done. Instead, Heroic throwing in to a 2v2 retake. Bomb planted for CT, and they didn't have this real estate earlier on. That's how NiKo moved in. They are cautious. They are scared. Every corner could harbor a G2 player. They've only just cleared CT now, and m0NESY's retaken the Temple. It's a done deal. nicoodoz, even though he lands that shot, the bomb planted for m0NESY. He can't win this, and he knows it. Runs for the hills. Oh my God, man. m0NESY is absolutely mad. Mental. And he wins that! Nertz dead! m0NESY, so quick, follows up on the Glock. It's written in the stars that m0NESY's meant to be doing this.
He just doesn't care, does he? He does what he wants, when he wants it, and how. Doesn't matter if you're holding, if you're mollying him, he will go through it, and he will Glock you.
For a second, you are so scared about this AWP just bearing down upon you. HooXi around the smoke down in dark. He's been betrayed by this before, and this round's no different. Hunter dead. m0NESY with the reply as they push this smoke through B main. The alarm bells go off for a moment, but Kyxsan could alleviate that right now with this mid push.
No way.
m0NESY, he did turn around to check it, but a second too late to that fact.
At this point,
well, who's at the front again?
No, you're kidding.
m0NESY, yeah, that one. One step too far.
He had an AWP, a different story, but now it's unraveling in front of our very eyes. G2 jumping the gun, a speedy pace, maybe too fast. NiKo's telling them to wait for him.
And this time around, you can see Heroic reacting towards Dark and are actually going to go for an info play.
Oh, and both peak on either side. Nertz makes it out alive, but barely. And remember, NiKo the entire time has been creeping in through middle. They didn't hear him tick on the Molotov, but NiKo hears that. He knows exactly where Nertz is, and he will contain the problem. Tell his teammate just to plant. I've got you, buddy. Nowhere to go. NiKo hunts mid-rotations. They're all coming from behind. HooXi needs a kill here. NiKo can't win the entire round on his own.
Yeah, NiKo's going to potentially get avoided, but HooXi wins that one, and that gives them so much more freedom here. With NiKo having confirmed that no one was rotating Temple or CT, it's become clear to G2 that they've got Heroic trapped in a box down in dark. NiKo, it's awkward at first, but he recovers nicely. Time is of the essence, but the bomb is not planted for NiKo. Kit on nicoodoz as he swings out with the 5-7. He's going to find NiKo, and he's got time to hop on that bomb. The clutch denied. As nicoodoz versus NiKo comes up in favor of the Danish AWP sensation.
They just haven't always used it. That goes for both teams. CTs are more aggressive though. Flashes through, Kyxsan so blind. He cannot do a thing there. NiKo with another important opener at a crucial part of this match. He was doing it near the dying stages of Overpass. And G2 want to end this with a bang. sjuush will put out the flame. HooXi out of middle. They're going to pull towards Dark. Nertz doesn't even see his opponent. NiKo needs his trade. nexa will find it for him. 3-on-2. G2 have the site, and Heroic have a decision to make.
Him and sjuush.
Same again. Oh, NiKo doesn't need to respect it. TeSeS doesn't even consider that NiKo will go through. Kyxsan's close, and it's perfect with the MP9. He chews through a couple, and that bomb is firmly in Heroic's hold.
NiKo's trying to get activated out through middle, but you're going to need a miracle from NiKo. Can he do it? Kyxsan just dancing around, proving to be a nuisance. nicoodoz with the backstab in the meantime, and Hunter's caught looking the wrong way. nexa, he's getting pincered on. He needs to pick a fight forward or backwards, and even though he wins the one into main, it's all left onto NiKo. 1v2. They know that he was cut loose from mid, moved into this A site. It's all about trying to find him, and nicoodoz will do exactly that. A big round.
Nertz in the smoke to avoid giving up the position. Good flash play. Modessy's out of there. nexa's going to have to attempt this trade, and he will find it. Meanwhile, Nertz dead and dark inside of that smoke. So G2, a man up. Need to take a breath and regroup.
But that leaves mid wide open, and G2 have found this gap. Oftentimes when they've secured this temple control, it's led to great spots, and no one from Heroic is even considering this. They just left middle. That kill comes for free. TeSeS tucked in at the back of the site. Delivers the double, can't quite make it the third. Hunter will snuff him out, and so now it is just Kyxsan coming in late from all the way around. A day at the beach. This clutch will not be. nexa and Hunter set up to play around this bomb. This is going to be real tricky for Kyxsan. He doesn't have any util to try and make his life any easier. They can just peek on the tap. They hear the footsteps now. They know he's in the site. They've got him right where they want him. First kill secured. Nothing from Hunter yet. The stick comes through, and Hunter will deny. That NiKo wants to work this mid control. He's been doing it all T-side long. Ooh, Heroic this time, though, will stem that bleeding. They deal with NiKo early. And that's a real tool from the toolkit of G2 removed. It only gets worse with the death of Hunter over here at B. Think about some of the moments that NiKo's opened up in this game.
He is on a big flank. He is closing the net. Kyxsan, he didn't need to commit to that, but he gets away with a frag. Dropping in is a bridge too far, and Modesty cuts him down, but he is left alone in the impossible. A 1v3 now. Modesty, I'm not banking on it. Question is, what happens after he goes back? Modesty, not another ace clutch on Anubis.
He's super low on health, and he never knew about Nertz having pushed all the way through long, but you are scratching your head a bit when you haven't seen him yet. He's usually down in dark. Still, timing gets the better.
I do love it. Although sjuush has an orb, is that going to be to his benefit? The smoke comes down, they jump through, and this time he can evade capture as he takes two. sjuush finally headshot, but they are in the site.
Yeah, still not for long. Kyxsan moving in to rein them in. It's just HooXi left standing here. First kill goes his way, and that's when go down range there. A three-man start over towards B. Hello, Nertz has worked his way out through main. Heroic trying to use G2's own trick against them. They pop out A, only that's not where this play was looking to end up. And look at the rotate it's drawn. G2 have completely up and left the B site.
Smoke the bomb.
Smoke the bomb, yeah.
Hope Ray. Here we are. NiKo a long ways out, takes a little while to rotate on in. So G2, this retake is late. Smoke on the bomb might be their best option, but they don't have them left anymore. Molly start to rain in, and with that Molotov on the bomb, this should be a done deal. Modesty doing all he can, but they flock to that bomb. And it's pigeon shooting for Heroic.
For G2.
Left side smoke in. Nertz takes contact first, and Hunter late to getting into dark. Pays the ultimate price. This one might be done, and it's all on the back of this guy right here. 3 kills from Nertz. m0NESY 1v5, a phrase we've said a lot throughout this series, and even though he's always given it a go, he's made it exciting. He's never won them, and so here we are, watching m0NESY in the dying light of Anubis. Heroic have done it. They've longed this one out.
The score shows Heroic could have closed it out earlier, and let's see what happens on Nuke.
Well, G2 going to start off rushing ramp. TeSeS here. Dual Berettas get nothing done. Kyxsan rotates in and makes out like a bandit with a trade kill there to find the 4v4. Dropping down lower, they want to try and fight for B. Clean shot for m0NESY, and he will secure the second as well. He can really do it all. Will that be enough to keep G2 in it? In the 4v2, things are looking good for them here in this pistol round at least.
What was it, 17 win streak that we saw broken back in the first season of Pro League last year? It was Fnatic to break it. G2, though, need to return to their former glory, and right now this pistol round is going swimmingly. nicoodoz has had a fantastic series. There's no doubt about that. I think that's, you know, we knew Nertz was the real deal when he joined this team. Hoped he'd be able to keep it.
Chance to steal one away from G2.
Oh, and they're stacking heavy over towards ramp. They've noticed that G2 have got a bit of an affinity for it at the start of this game. They're going to come through with the pressure. Falls immediately with Hut conceded. Kyxsan's given free reign in lobby. nexa tucked in, but they're already up on the roof. They'll be able to calm that down the line at least. Right now they should look to maybe chase down Kyxsan up here. Just work on isolating this one player who thinks he's in the back line, but in reality he's playing right into their hands. G2 stabilize. 3v2 given over. If TeSeS can muster up another magic Deeg shot, that might help massively, but no love found for TeSeS. They're going to go ramp right into nicoodoz. They're playing right into his hands. This guy's having a phenomenal series, and they're about to discover him on the ramp room. 1 kill, no more. As
there. Heroic send Kyxsan down the vent, but he's barely surviving from that early spam, and there's a little more later on. nicoodoz, the third nade to break the smoke, will be the lucky golden ticket, and he'll take 2 with it. I want to see a flick. He even hits the zoom again as he takes nicoodoz's head out and off. 3 on 4, G2, they're still uncomfortable, but with Kyxsan so low, he can't even play for information here in B. He just has to tuck in, try and take one with him on a last-ditch attempt. 30 seconds, G2 will be going for this one.
Yeah, even 1 kill from Kyxsan. There you go, that's worth its weight in gold. The fact he gets away with that, m0NESY's taken into the trade at least, but TeSeS still lurks inside of this site. 1 more man left to get through. Gonna hold the vent for the rotate, but Nertz is already down through secret. TeSeS might have been spotted, but they're not able to deal with him, and m0NESY gets boxed in.
Annoying shadows in the game. Nuke radio. Got to watch out there.
Yeah, Nuke is a fair few, right?
Oh, I love it.
Lobby aggro. Rest of Heroic moving in with him. They try to offset the pace early here. They know the rifles are coming back out for G2.
nicoodoz going 23 and 5 on Nuke and coming up with a 12-round CT first half. Right now, he is on the money to do that once again.
Well, here we are, pace change out of G2. They try to bring the heat to Heroic, and no scope from nicoodoz. But it's not without its own setbacks. It's just the one and done. A 2 on 3 in the retake here. Money available for Heroic so they can justify giving this a little look in. The util's going to burn NiKo out into the open. And he even perishes in that Molotov. G2 might get the plant, but now it's even odds, and suddenly Heroic are interested. Nertz waits back in main. There's a re-smoke in his face, and he tries to react off the back of it. Won't be given anything. Molly misses, falls down the ladder. That could be a bit of a disaster. Heroic might have just looked to save if that Molly came in, but instead they throw themselves out through heaven, and it takes... And he's now on a very deep angle, even takes that swing, but it's just the tag to NiKo, who counts his lucky stars, because for the first time, one of these nicoodoz shots doesn't just wreck the round from the get-go. He gets out with his life intact, and now m0NESY
holding down with a nice headshot angle, but they can pop out of nowhere here. He's going to get a lot of dinks off. HooXi dead, no trade. TeSeS coming back for more, but his teammate gets mollied. Is he still going to commit? No. That would be ballsy. No help from hell. TeSeS must retreat, and G2
And now they look real fearful. And with good reason. Nikko and m0NESY, the two players that are actually doing something for G2, both softened up. That kind of takes the bite out of these execs as they move into the B site. TeSeS could disrupt this here and now. Denies the plant. Nikko is out with 1. Plant just coming in. They won't be able to stop it in time, but the round goes the way of Heroic. Just a few milliseconds too late to getting that bomb down. Last time they almost got scared in this position. Freaked out by the TeSeS kill at ramp. But Nikko is looking to make it happen. A second kill down at lower. Nertz trading places, and that's the bomb. But a turnaround from Hunter, and a pivotal kill there. The Tech-9 delivers. Hunter dies falling down, but the bomb makes it. m0NESY even rings out with another, and now it's nicoodoz giving chase to Ghosts. A lost round as G2 slip on in, thanks to a keen...
How they throw these on the fly as well. They've got actual lineups for them. m0NESY goes over. Nertz reads it. He saw that last time. He's going to deal with it this time. 5-on-4. And Heroic have that AWP pre-rotated. It goes for the re-peek. It's in the molly. nicoodoz living for now. And his ex-teammate won't even hound him down. They want to reset and go main. Nertz again back garage.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this could all come tumbling down the way it started if Nertz goes on a tear here, but Hunter with a clutch shot once again onto Nertz.
Ramp down to B. They're trapping nicoodoz in. He thought they were going heaven. Now he's got to deal with this, and he knows he can stop that bomb and win the round. Going for a crazy move, but Nico's going to catch him on the rafters. Doors covered. HooXi kills rotations, and just when you think Heroic have everything they need, it all comes crumbling back down. Low HP though. Nikko still taps out a second shot. TeSeS needs this kill instantly, and HooXi is too far away. He could just stick it for all it's concerned. Smoke fading. He gets off. He freaks out. He fears it. And HooXi comes in for the kill. The captain clutches up for G2 at the end of the half. It is an absolute heartbeat wall for Heroic to allow them to cross down. m0NESY is there though. Wouldn't want anyone else right now. He's going to take a quick pick and block. Oh, they just walk.
Spotted by HooXi though. And death comes swiftly to Nertz. There's the push out from ramp. Bit of aggression in from Hunter as well as he creeps the smoke in the door. sjuush, 1 kill, end of the line. nicoodoz never given the room in this one. Lost to the hands of time out in the yard.
Right, nice little flank in the lobby. There's a quick A split coming though, so they've got to be fast on this ramp side. Hunter's spray is ugly, but don't worry, there's a backline and there's a bomb dropped as well as the round. nexa finds a big spray, and G2 continue this massive streak.
And the celebration is huge.
Hard to play from behind, right, to nuke, because you haven't won any rounds, you haven't conditioned your opponent. Every play in the book is open to them, and G2 with another good setup, right? It was the aggressive ramp play that really saved them here with nexa on the flank finding the kills.
Oh, Nikko arrives on the scene out in the yard.
He's here.
Only the one. nicoodoz tries his hand at the double, but HooXi, as to whether or not nexa is going to be prepared for it, that's a whole different factor. He's creeping forward out in the yard, and so this player down low is still not even known about. Nertz now arrives. m0NESY's not considering this. A flick will be required if he wants to locate this man moving out secret, and that shot sails on past. This is awkward for Heroic though. They've got 1 smoke to try and ease the burden of crossing past m0NESY's AWP. I don't know if it's a 1 smoke kind of cross game right now, boys. Not with the game that he's having. He nails sjuush on the cross. HooXi already down at lower, and it's all left on to Kyxsan. Heroic having to come to terms with the fact that this game has well and truly gotten away from them. Double doors swing open. Everyone watching on, their fingers crossed, praying that Kyxsan can offer up a 1v3. The weight of the world on his shoulders, and that weight might be too much to bear as Kyxsan whittled down and moments away from getting finished off here. HooXi will be the one. It's another round where he looks to get tested with this AWP. Hunter wins a fight in the hut, and m0NESY succeeds on the ramp side, ducking and weaving out of danger, and now he's ready to become the danger. In with the ramp swing, he is the one who knocks here, and he's knocking down Heroic. Just nicoodoz left standing, and even though this guy's given us star-studded performances in this series, it's